Greetings and welcome to my World of Tanks video. Do you recognize this little demon? Well, this, if you don't know what it is, and to be honest I wouldn't have known by just looking at it either. This is a Panzer 38H. Now, why do I show you this Panzer 38H? If you don't know why I'm showing this to you, that's okay. Makes a lot of sense because it's not as famous maybe as it should be. And that's kind of the reason why when I had the chance to get it about 4 months ago, like an idiot, I declined. And I mean idiot, okay? Alright, let me tell you about the Panzer 38H. First thing, do you know what tier this is? A lot of you do, some of you don't. If you don't know what tier this is a tier 2 tank. And this tank is super awesome. If it's a tier 2, how can it be super awesome? What a great question. And the answer to that question is, I regard this as the best commander experience training vehicle in the game. Yes. Now, I have good news and bad news. Let me give you the bad news first. The bad news is this is not for sale. You cannot buy this in the store. The last time you could buy it in the store was when this idiot didn't buy it. Well, I know, I'll just go check the tech tree for premium tanks. Haha, it's got to be there, right? Wrong. It's not there at all. Crud. So you're like, oh man. Well, so now what? Why are you dangling this carrot that I cannot get? Well, I would never dangle a carrot like that you cannot get unless you could get it. So, how do you get this tank? What a great question. You get it for free. It's the best answer as well. So this guy, it's really funny. Let me tell you the story of how I found out about this guy being available. This guy's available. How is that? Well, I was playing my long haul matches and I was playing my Sexton artillery. Tier 3. Well, this guy was on my team and he had a mic. Shazam. What a great idea. No one ever thought of it. Well, I use a mic too. So we were talking and he was in a T2. I was trying to help him out, explain, the positioning or whatever, because I thought he was a new player or newish who had bought it from recently when it was on sale, a month ago, something like that. That was wrong. And I'm like, okay. I go, yeah, you got it when it was on sale, right? He goes, no, I got it for free. I said, T2 Lite was free? He goes, yeah, it's right in the store. My eyes kept getting bigger. I assume I wasn't looking at myself at the time I was playing the match. So, and I said, well, where is this at? Oh, well, what happened is that it was a long story for him, but I'm going to, cut out the garbage. The thing was, there is a special download, essentially, that's in the store, and I'm going to show you how to get it. And the special download includes a T2 Lite, so if you don't have that, you'll get that too. But no one in their right mind is going there just for a T2 Lite, unless he already has this tank. This is the tank to get. Now, the T2 Lite is another nice, fun tier 2 light tank, super fast. Mine goes 80 something, which for tier 2 is phenomenal speed. Anyway, so that one has a T2 Lite for free. It also has a 38H for free. You don't have to spend a dime. There's no free trials, there's no sign up. You literally find it, download it, and it will show up. You can check your log. And Shazam, you get this and a T2 Lite, whatever. Now, and even if you don't want the T2 Lite, you always keep premium tanks. I have to throw this out there. And this guy had made the mistake, but he had realized that, that was not the right idea and he bought it back. But not that one, but a different tank. Premium tanks we keep them even if we don't want them, because if my statement that I say is that, look, if you got it for free once, you're probably going to get it for free again. if you just wait long enough. And so if you get it for free again, you're going to get either a silver refund or a gold refund, depending on where the item comes from. For example, if you remember the op we had last month for the Super Chaffee, I already had the Super Chaffee. I had already gotten Super Chaffee in a blue card, and so I got gold for that. Now, an Operation Tank Super Chaffee that I got when I got it, I got a silver refund. So the Super Chaffee is the only tank I have where I've gotten both a gold and a silver refund from the same tank, because they came from different places. The operations are not for sale, so those will give you silver. Also, for example, if you got a duplicate tank from the season pass, those are going to be in silver, okay? Because you did pay for it in gold, but you didn't pay money for it. With the cards are for sale. So when they give you a card, even if they give you a card for sale, since the cards are sold for money, you'll get gold refunds for a tank that comes from a card. If it comes from any other source, you get silver. So, Panzer 38H butt kicker. So I'll tell you how to get it in a second, but I'm going to show you some of the things about this that you need to know. Number one is this. We're going to go here and show you the attributes that rule. Now, I say this is not the highest Commander XP bonus. You can look at the very bottom of the screen. It's 150. That's a 50% bonus. It's not the highest. The highest is 75%. But the 50% is the highest in effect. Why do I say in effect? Well, because a tier 2 tank is going to run more matches per hour than the tier 8 tank that has a 75% bonus. So the tier 8 tank that has it, which is they were on sale like 2 weeks ago. My friend was like, "Oh man, you gonna get one of those?" I go, "No, I'm not gonna get that." He goes, "What's 75% experience bonus?" I go, "Yeah. How many of those matches can you run in an hour?" You're lucky if the answer is 6. I can run 10 to 12 of these, and my friend has been doing it actually. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. He's got this tank." And his numbers that he gets are just, ridiculous from time to time. But what happens is you can run almost double the number of matches here in a Panzer II, and also your win percentage is going to be much higher. This is a high percentage winning tank. So when you combine the win percentage combined with the number of matches per hour you can run in this tank, it's number 1 in commander experience per hour. You can't get more in any other tank per hour than me, my friend, etc., or you can run in this tank per hour, and that's the key. And this tank is really solid. Now, the only thing you have to be careful of is that it has no silver bonus. As you see, it's got 100% silver. That's it. You can't. So you lose money if you use a lot of premium ammo. I'm just warning you up front. So the main idea is to try not to use premium ammo, or you play this to earn commander experience, and you're going to lose some silver over time. You'll probably be a net loser, or about break even. So you run other matches or other missions to make silver to compensate for this. But you're literally I'm willing to give you silver for commander experience that's through the roof. Now, because I also have a 50% Hellhound, which is very good, and it will do more matches in general per hour than the 75% heavy tanks, but not enough to make a difference. And I use it, it's great, but this one is way better because it's the number per hour that's just unbelievable. So that's its most awesome attribute. Now, it's slower than dirt, or as my friend would say, it's slower than molasses going uphill in the winter. That's not off, because it goes up a slight grade of a hill at about 11 kilometers per hour. It's not good. And I can't run, well, I can run gasoline to go a little bit faster. I can go a little bit faster, but it costs too much money because there's no silver bonus. So you have to kill a bunch of guys if you're going to run gasoline. It's just not a good idea to run anything more than the enhanced rations. You need the enhanced rations for the 10% commander bonus. So let's go to the commander now. The commander, I shoved this guy 30%. You see this 30% earn rate. Okay. So he's got 30%. He's also got the 10% quick learner. So he's 40%. And when you combine that with the enhanced rations for another 10%, he becomes a 50% commander bonus. Well, the tank's a 50% commander bonus. So you're getting a 100% bonus. So if you would have a regular tank and you get 1,000, you did it in this tank with this guy or any 3-star commander, it doesn't matter. Then you're going to make double that. If it's your first win of the day, daily double is double that. That's times 4. Okay. If you want to use, and I recommend using times 4 or times 6, or if you have it times 8 commander bonus tokens, use that too, because that times 4 will become 16 or 24 or 32. It gets ridiculous if you have those high, 6, 8, or 10 times commander boosters. Those things are absolute gold when you have this tank. So super fantastic. Now, for me, it's a German tank, so I put the Nazi zombie in there. That's, to me, it made the most obvious sense, right? This guy belongs in this tank, all right? And by the way, that inscription on there is German for the word king. That's König. So this guy is king, and he is king. Now, let's go and show you where to get this, shall we? Now that you've seen the hype. We're going to slide over here to the Microsoft Store. Now, if you're on PlayStation, I have no idea if this is available. I would assume that it is, and that you would go through a similar procedure. But I don't have PS4 or PS5. I couldn't tell you. I'm making an assumption that there's some similar option. It only makes sense. Whoops. And we'll just type in World of Tanks, okay, and see what we get here. So, and we hit the button for the, what I call the start button for full results. Okay, here's full results. Now, what you'll see, you get 4 things really. You get this blue one, you get the regular modern armor, you get the starter pack Allegiance. If somehow you weren't aware that there's a free pack that goes for this new season of the Allegiance, get this. It's another freebie, absolutely free. You don't, it's in the tank store, but it's also in the Microsoft store. And there's also this black 2-pack. We don't want this one. This has nothing. We want the blue one. This one is called Combined Might. That's it. So we go here. Now yours is going to look slightly different because I own it and you don't. Okay, so yours will say buy it, whatever. So I'm going to go to manage it. What you want to do, you want to get to this screen here. This is the download screen. I've installed this. I don't care about this. Doesn't matter to me. I have installed this, and this is the add-on you want. So all you can do is, if you're doing it, you can unselect all. And then, now since I have them, it wants me to remove it, but I would click on this, okay, which I'm not going to do. Okay, so we're going to do this, unselect all. Anyway, we're not going to do that. We're going to go back here and show it to you again. Now it's in regular installed. So I've installed this. This is just a 10 megabyte file. When you install this file and you return back to World of Tanks, it will show you in your log vehicle awarded. Now, when I did it, I already had the T2 Lite. I did not get a refund for that. Whoop-de-doo, I don't care. I got the Panzer 38H, which is more valuable than most of the tanks you could get for free because it's a super commander trainer. And that's the thing. I have other videos on commander trainers. Essentially speaking, on the commander trainers, I'm going to go back to World of Tanks here. Backing out, backing out, backing out, blah, blah, blah. Can we back out of this, please? Thank you. How about here? There we go. I have other videos on commander trainers. Essentially, you have 3 levels: gold, silver, and bronze. Now, that's my designation. But in that designation of gold, silver, and bronze, this is one of the golds. In fact, to me, even though there are like 3 tanks that have 75%, they're all slow, heavy, tier 8 tanks. You'd be lucky to get 6 matches an hour. How many of those you're going to win? About half. This one, I mean, I could tell you what my winning percentage is, but let's just show you. All right. This dude, I think I have about 13 wins in this tank so far. So we just crawl up from the bottom. I'm going my way up. There it is. Sorry, that is a B2. I have 14 wins. So in this one, 11 wins, 3 losses, 78% winning percentage. Speaks for itself. Okay? Now, the smart guy who has friends, he's going to hook his friends up with this video so they can get the same thing. Me and my friend went with 2 Panzer 38Hs. We lost 1 game. And we were awesome. You know, it was almost unfair, actually. We won so many. And that was just 2 of us. I have more guys that have this if I want, or they could run something else that's also strong, like an E6 light tank. T2 light would be okay. You know, or another Panzer 38H if they want. You know, whatever they want to run is fine. But that's the thing. This thing is a big-time winner. It's my highest winning percentage tank. Now, granted, the sample size is very small. It's not a gazillion matches like I have on my Thresher. The Thresher is a monster, okay? This is another long-haul monster. Thresher, 61% winning percentage. The 39% winning percentage includes a gazillion games of my team was garbage. So some of the wins. The Thresher allows you to win sometimes when your team is garbage. We have a legendary example of that where my friend and I were playing the one who has the Panzer 38H. We were playing in a match on Himmelsdorf in Threshers. Our team was absolute flaming garbage. We went to the top of the hill behind the castle, kicked some butt, and I realized, oh, dude, our team is almost dead. It's just, you know, just about us. Well, it ended up being him and me, and it was like, let's go kick some butt. So we went down there, we kicked butt, and we were winning the match. And I looked at the score, and I saw we had killed 10 guys, and there was 2 guys left. I go, get out of the base. We were in the base winning. We were going to win I go, we're not going to capture the base. We're going to go and kill those guys and get a crucial contribution medal, which is your platoon has to kill 12 guys out of 15. It is not easy. Anyone who has that medal has a special medal that's super difficult. Now, you can be a great player and not have it because you don't have the opportunity and you don't have the team to do it. So there's a lot of great players that don't have that medal. If you have that medal, you might not be a great player, but you have to be good. Okay, it's one of those things. So the Thresher is a beast. I mean, it's just an awesome tank. Oh, here it is right here. This is an elite beast. Like I said, this is the #1 in my evaluations. Crew experience builder in the game. Now I use my Sexton artillery, and it's #2, really. It has no command. It has no commander experience bonus at all. But it's my personal skill as an artilleryman combined with the setup that jacks it up higher than most people. Most people would have a hard time doing what I do because their artillery skills is not as good as mine. For me, the Sexton artillery is the number 2 crew experience builder. For other people, it'll be something different. But Panzer 38H is number 1. No question about it. So now you know how to get this tank. You can get this tank for free. You just got to go and get it and then come back and Shazam, you're in. It's just that simple. So that was a big deal. I wanted to show you guys this video. I got distracted. I was doing things yesterday. I had some other ideas that came up that were more important before I realized, dummy, I forgot to write down, make this video. So I'm recovering from that oversight, making this today, showing you this. This is a butt kicker. Tell your friends about this. Anyone on Xbox can get this for sure. One concludes the same thing on PlayStation. If you're on PlayStation, you see this, and you go and get it, please write a message in the video comments telling us that this was successful for you, because I don't have any friends that have PlayStations. It's just, that's all my friends are Xbox. Okay, so if you're on PlayStation, please tell us. It will be very helpful, because we're trying to help as many players as possible maximize their thing. Because what happens is, what I do with this guy as well as my Sexton, these small ones, I use these guys. Now this one you can literally use, you can go as many as you want. This one's so awesome. If you want to work on a guy to get 6 or 7 or 8 commander skills, it's awesome to do it. Okay, the Sexton, I mean, I do 4 usually in that one, or sometimes 5, and then I just by that time they're usually set up enough to where I can just put them in their tank, and whatever happens. But now when I had this guy, I could swap the skills from commander to commander. Now you can do that with any tank. So, for example, let me show you a commander. I'm going to give you a good example. Let's say, well, he's the same nation. That's not exactly the same. So I'm going to go use a different nation. There we go. This will be fine. This is a Cold War commander. Well, this is not a good example because he's got 9 skills. He doesn't need any more. All right. Let me find. There we go. Here we go. We got a mercenary Trinity tank. So let's just say I thought, well, I need to add a commander skill to this guy, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be 625,000 to go. Well, I could take this guy, click on the X. I could come over here, come back to the Nazi zombie. He should be right there. Now, it'll cost me 35,000 silver to swap their commander skills from one guy to the other. They're both still in the same tank that they're in, and they get all the experience. The extra experience also swaps, the orange bar. That will also swap the same. So it's just like I put the other guy from the Trinity in the Panzer 38H, but I didn't. I just took it's like I took the brain of each guy and swapped the brains. That's really what it's like, okay? So we basically just swapped their brains, essentially. So you can do this, and I could get the 8th skill for this guy much faster with his brain in the 38H, and then when I get there, just swap them back, if that's what I want to do. You can do that at any time. It just costs you 5,000 for each skill in the commander with the most skills. So this one's 7 times 5,000, 35,000. 35,000 silver to swap him over there, and then when I'm done, if I get another one, then he'd have 8. It'd be 40,000 to swap him right back to the tank he came from. And I could do this. A normal guy could do this in less than a week. with just normal play. Okay. Now, what I do when I build commanders experience, I'm doing this. I do long haul missions. So this is a tremendous long haul mission tank, as well as my other, what I call gold commander trainers. My Thresher is one, my Sexton artillery is the other, because they just, you know, win at a high rate, and they generate 8 to 12 matches per hour. Speaks for itself. And this guy is in there. This, like I said, is really number one. It's very easy to play this, and this has the highest winning percentage of any tank I own. And this is going to continue even higher than my Thresher. My Thresher has a 61%, and that's just a nasty percentage of winning. But this is the thing. It's very useful, and I'm just giving you the secret of making commanders more powerful instead of having 1, 2, and 3 skill commanders struggling. Because when you're using a higher level tank, like, I don't know, a Tiger Hammer, for example. You get a Tiger Hammer, get close, Citadel Tiger, Tiger 217, Tiger Hammer. This guy has got this lady, I got the one I got from this season. I swapped her, I swapped skills from the other commander into her because she's a German commander. Now she's a modern German commander. But I put her in this tank with 6 skills, butt kicker. Now it's still good with 3, but why would you use 3 when you can have 6? And that, you know, this is when I had built up, and then now this all came together. I swapped the stats, put them in here. So I have a 6 skill commander in my Tiger Hammer, a higher level tank. A higher level than that is my Icebreaker. I don't have one in there because I took that commander out to use it in another tank. Now I can also swap this guy. Well, this lady, sorry. Let's swap her. Vehicle assignment. Let's just go shove her in the Icebreaker. It's free. From premium tank to premium tank, you can do this for free. Let's get the German tanks. Where's this Icebreaker hiding? Nope, those are regular. There we go. I see it now. Icebreaker. So you see that costs 9,000 silver. Oh, and then you get a 9,000 silver bonus credit. 0 transfer. So that's the point of this commander. Now she's no longer in the Hammer. She's in the Icebreaker. But I wanted to have a super commander that could, you know, go around. My regular super commander is my Nazi zombie, but right now he's in the Panzer 38H because he's there for crew training. All right, this is not crew training specifically. This is, you're good, you're a strong commander, put him in a tank and just go play games. It doesn't matter. You know, I'd have to go through a bunch of business. Now, if I was going to do a long-term set of missions, I'd take this commander, the Nazi zombie, I'd swap his stats with that girl, put him in the tank I was going to use, and use his 50% commander bonus in whatever tank to do it a little faster. Okay, so just one of those things. Or if I felt like I wanted to add that girl's power, make it higher, I'd swap her brain with him, build it up, swap it back. Okay, that's just the option that you have with this. But you need to have, preferably, this works best if you have a 3-star commander. If you don't have a 3-star commander, it'll still work with a 2-star or a 1-star. But the 3-star has 30% bonus. The 2-star commanders have 15% bonus, which is why I don't buy 2-star commanders ever. I took one for free that they gave me for Veterans Day, Sparky, and I shoved him in my T-49 light tank, which is fine. But I use 3-star commanders for crew training now, and I'll show you what I have for 3 stars. Let's filter this for, get rid of that, and whoops. There we go. 3 stars. So I have these for each nation. I have a Russian guy, just got him the other day because I wanted a Russian commander because I knew I was getting that German lady. So I wanted her for German tanks. So he's a Russian commander in Russian tanks. The Hawk Girl, she's in my Frenchies. Grim Reaper is in my green Cold Wars. The Monstrosity, Frankenstein's monster, he was my number 1 Russian commander because I didn't have a Russian commander at the time. Nazi Zombie, he was my number 1 German commander. I put Carmilla, the vampire girl, in the Thresher. I got Wojtek, the Polish circus bear. He's in my red Cold War tank commander trainer. Magok 5 is commander trainer that has the Jolly Roger, green. I have 2 of these firemen. One fireman is my head British commander. The other fireman, as you see here, is my head US commander. And then my Armadillo G.I. Joe has Major Butch Allen, because he looks like a G.I. Joe guy. All right, go to commander. This guy looks like he came from G.I. Joe. In fact, he's better looking than the G.I. Joe commanders they had for sale. I'm like, I'm not buying one of those chumps. I'm going to use this guy that I got because he looks G.I. Joe, okay? Which is fantastic. Like, this guy looks like a superhero ballpark in a military situation. So this is my superhero G.I. Joe commander. He's in my Armadillo. It's awesome. So, do whatever makes you happy. Get all you really need is 1 3-star commander. Now, I have the other ones as luxuries because I've been playing, for a long time. I got a lot of tanks, blah, blah, blah. I could do everything that I do in those other nations with those 3-star commanders, but which are convenience. I can do it all from this tank with 1 guy. Doesn't matter which one it is. A 3-star commander in this dude is the butt kicker that you need, only one of. If you have more like I do, fine, whatever floats your boat. It's just less of a hassle if I want to go play, whatever. If I want to go play Russian tanks, I can go and use my, Russian commander in those Russian tanks. I don't have to swap it out and do that. I can do that, but I don't have to do that. So I can just go boom, boom, boom. It's a convenience factor. So do whatever makes you happy, but go get yourself this butt kicker. This is Der König, the king, for a reason. So hopefully this will help you out. Thanks for stopping by and watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Really tell your friends so they can get the video and go do it themselves. And once again, if you're on PlayStation and it works, let me know, because I don't know right now if this will work or not. I just don't have a PS4. So thanks a lot, guys. I got more. I'll see you guys later.